What is up, budget billers? My name is Trail, and today we need to talk about the biggest question that everyone wants to know. When are the next $1,400 stimulus checks coming to Americans? Well, I must say, guys, hey, this is a very good question, but also the people behind the scenes that are still fighting for another stimulus check as well. Also, guys, hey, we are finally at the end of the COVID infection outbreak. That's a question. Well, I sure hope so, guys, but we recently had a record-breaking number of cases of 1.35 million in one single day. Now, COVID hospitalizations are up as well, and daily deaths hit a new all-time record as well. But interestingly enough, Dr. Anthony Fauci believes that we are headed towards an endemic unless other variants are discovered. But anyways, guys, hey, if you are interested in any of these particular topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking today's video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now, let's go ahead and jump right back into this video. Hey guys, real quick, I wanted to ask you for your support. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on my new YouTube channel that we'll be launching sometime this month, and it's called Budget Bill Finance. I am going to be talking about how to grow your wealth, how to invest in stocks, as well as how to invest in real estate, and as well as showing you guys exactly what I'm doing outside of YouTube. So if you want to be a part of that channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it today. I hope to see you guys there. Now that link will be down below in the description. Well, guys, the stock market just suffered its worst week since 2020, and the market ended up dropping around 11% in just 1 week. And as you can see right here on the screen, we were teetering around 4,800 on the S&P, and then we ended up dropping down to 4,400 points. Now, guys, this is not the only thing that suffered this week, because crypto market, crypto coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of those types of things also suffered the worst 48 hours as well. According to this article, cryptocurrencies ended up losing about $205 billion in less than 24 hours. Now, I mentioned to you guys on the previous video that if you are not invested yet, this is the perfect time to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and get your brokerage account if you don't already have one, so that you can be prepared to actually start purchasing either regular stocks as well as crypto coins, because the stock market is already down at least 11%. And if the market continues to drop, these are going to be some perfect times in which you want to go ahead and start investing in the stock market today. Now, if you don't already have a brokerage account, I would suggest that you go ahead and sign up with Webull, where you can receive 2 free stocks just for depositing up to $1 in your account. Now, those 2 free stocks could be worth up to $3,000. Now, if you're interested, that link will be down below in the description. But in other news, guys, another reason that cryptocurrencies ended up dropping over the last 24 hours is that Russia came out with a particular message stating that they are thinking about banning the use of buying of cryptocurrencies. So this was some extra news to be added on to the already red market that we ended up having this week. So Russia is thinking about banning these mining of cryptocurrencies, which we already know about 2 or 3 months ago. China also banned the use of mining of cryptocurrencies as well. So this could be another country being added to the list, which is going to add more pressure to the crypto market. Now for some stimulus update news, guys, which is the biggest question. Right here in this article, it says that 2022 is starting with a COVID surge as well as high inflation. But could that mean more stimulus checks? Now, so far, we don't know that answer yet, but so far, with the things that we are dealing with right now in 2022, as well as the end of 2021, we could be on the verge of needing another stimulus check. Now, according to this article, there is going to be some individuals that are going to be receiving an additional $1,400 stimulus payment sometime this year. Right here in this article, it's talking about the 4th stimulus check for 2022. Now, as one of the millions of Americans holding out hope for a 4th stimulus check to lessen the ravages of inflation in the midst of COVID-19, as well as the Omicron pandemic, a number of requirements must be met, but it is still possible to receive a stimulus check this year in 2022. Now, people in the United States have the possibility to receive a $1,400 stimulus check payment in early part of 2022. However, there is a specific criteria that needs to be followed in order to receive one of these checks. And here is the information to you. According to the U.S. government, parents of newborns, foster or adopted children in 2021 through 2022 will have a stimulus check benefit in 2022. Now, this is part of the government helping will go to either a new dependent or a parent of a child who was born in 2021. Now, the latest $1,400 stimulus check will come as a major relief to many people across the United States, and will explain exactly what you need to know in order to work out if you can claim this particular stimulus check this year on your income tax return. Now, all of these new economic measures are part of the new American Rescue Plan, which made $1,400 stimulus payments available for individuals and their dependent children. Now, most people have already had their full payment come in the mail or direct deposit, but those who had eligible children in 2021 are also able to claim the recovery rebate credit on their next tax return. Now, this particular economic impact payments, otherwise referred to as a stimulus check, were sent out during 2021, and these are advance payments of the recovery rebate credit. Now, if you did not receive the full amount and were expecting by December the 31st to receive one, you can also claim the remainder of the money when you submit your taxes in 2022. Now, given that the 2021 economic impact payments were calculated off of a person's 2020 or 2019 tax return, any eligible dependents who became a member of the family in 2021 will not have been included in the calculation nor the specific payment. So again, guys, this is reminding you that if you did have a child or became a foster parent, or you became a guardian of a particular dependent in the year of 2021, you could be eligible for an additional $1,400 stimulus payment, and you can receive that if you claim it when you do your tax return for the previous year of 2021. Now, this is just a reminder, guys, because I know a lot of people don't really think about this particular issue when it comes to if they had children last year in 2021. So again, if you or you know someone else that had a child or became a foster parent or became an actual guardian, remind them that they can claim it on their tax return and they could receive a $1,400 stimulus payment for the year of 2021. But guys, that's not all we have to talk about, because we need to talk about exactly why the government needs to issue another fourth stimulus check to everyone else outside of the tax return. Now, the number one reason is because, hey, this COVID-19 continues to infect millions of Americans each and every day. Just last week, hey, the United States reported 1.35 million COVID-19 cases in a single day, which shattered the global record. So that is again another reason as to why the American people need another stimulus check to be offered sometime this year. Another reason is because the Omicron variant is very contagious, and we don't know when this thing is going to be over. Millions and thousands of people continue to get infected every single day, and recently we passed another threshold because Omicron ended up pushing COVID deaths towards 2,000 in a single day. Now, this is a change in the reported COVID-19 cases per 100,000 people in the last 2 weeks. And you can see right here, guys, these dark colors on these squares in representative of the states. Yes, these are the areas where they have had an increase in COVID cases. So, guys, this is just another reason why the American people are struggling right now. This economy is struggling, as well as the Biden administration continues to struggle on passing legislation that is going to be good and benefit the American people, especially for our low and moderate income individuals, as well as those individuals on Social Security, which is SSI, SSDI, VA, as well as railroad beneficiaries. All of those individuals will need these things that are included in the Build Back Better agenda that the Biden administration continues to pass in the Senate. So guys, that's just another reason as to why they need to go ahead and approve of another stimulus check. But guys, we also have this article right here which talks about what's behind the push for a fourth stimulus check. Now guys, the IRS issued more than 169 million payments in the third round of the direct stimulus aid that came last year in 2021. That was $1,400 stimulus payments reaching most Americans' households. But some advocates and lawmakers are pushing for a fourth round of stimulus aid that would effectively send reoccurring payments until the pandemic actually ends, which so far it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. But so far, the federal response to the economic crisis caused by the coronavirus pandemic has paid out $3,200 to eligible adults, $1,200 under the Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act in March of 2020, and $600 in December relief measure, and $1,400 under the American Rescue Plan, which was signed back in March by President Joe Biden. But despite the financial assistance, millions of Americans remain in financial distress, and the spread of the Omicron variant and creating new economic headwinds. More than 1/4 of Americans struggle to pay their household expenses in the previous week, according to the new data that was just released by the Census survey that polled people during the first 2 weeks of December. So again, guys, this is just more reasons as to why we need another stimulus check, as well as knowing that lawmakers, as well as people in Congress and other individuals, as well as those 2 petitions that are out there right now on change.org, are calling for additional stimulus checks, as well as calling for reoccurring stimulus checks until the pandemic is officially over, which we did hear from Dr. Anthony Fauci here recently, in which he stated that hopefully, if Omicron is the last variant that we are going to have to deal with, we could be headed towards an endemic, which is actually the end of the pandemic. However, they are already saying that the United States will have to live with coronavirus for the rest of our lives, but it will be more of a mild case, sort of similar to us dealing with the actual flu every single year. But we still don't know if there are going to be more variants coming in the near future. But so far, it doesn't look that likely. But we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed, guys, because we do not want to go for the rest of the year dealing with the coronavirus, as well as being introduced to a new variant. We will continue to pray and keep our fingers crossed that this Omicron is the last variant that we have to deal with. But also, guys, hey, another reason as to why they need to go ahead and offer an additional stimulus check, and that is because we all know that the stimulus checks, as well as the child tax credits, prevented over 10 million children from falling into poverty. It actually removed them out of poverty into being in the low income bracket. And so that is the good benefit that came from those child tax credits that came every single month for the last 6 months of 2021. Now, if you don't recall, those child tax credits offered around up to $300 stimulus payments every single month for every children that you actually had. And depending on their age, you could receive as less as $250 per month. But we all know that the Build Back Better Agenda Act was unable to be passed in the Senate going forward. And now the child tax credits for the year of 2022 were unable to be signed into legislation. So those child tax credits are not being offered in this month of January, which should have been coming on January the 15th. And so far, no one will receive one of those child tax credits for the remaining of the year. So this is another reason as to why they need to go ahead and approve of another stimulus check, because the United States is on the verge of pushing these 10 million children back into poverty. So guys, we are desperately in need of a fourth stimulus check. Now, I will say that offering an additional reoccurring stimulus checks will definitely be awesome, guys. That will be in line with the child tax credits. But I believe personally that that is very highly unlikely that we will receive reoccurring stimulus checks, but it is a very high possibility that we could see a fourth stimulus check sometime this year. And hopefully that stimulus check will be around $1,400. So again, guys, I hope that we are going to receive a fourth stimulus check sometime this year. And these are some of the reasons as to why the government needs to approve of a fourth stimulus check. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about whether or not we will receive one of these fourth stimulus checks. And if you believe that the government should be offering reoccurring stimulus checks. Let me know down below in the comment section exactly what you feel about this. But anyways, guys, I hope this information was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoy this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video today, then go ahead and hit this like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.